and welcome back to Let's Play Ninja Gaiden Black Master Ninja for the second to last time. This is the penultimate video, and for this video we are of course going to be taking on the final bosses. There is one more video after this that will be covering the Eternal Legend mission, and at which point this Let's Play's name will become a bit of a misnomer, but we'll address that when we get there. Of course, I forgot to finish Ninja Gaiden Sigma. There's not too much to do in Sigma, really. There are very few differences at this point, so that video is probably going to be heavily truncated, but what the heck, finish it for the glory of it and submit my high score to the leaderboards. Probably not going to rank very high. Going into this next fight here, we want the Plasma Saber Mark II and the Armlet of Celerity. The True Dragon Sword would of course function just fine, but we went through the effort of getting all those gold scarabs, so what the heck, let's throw on the True Dragon Sword. Off screen, I restored myself to full and got all of my supplies. Now, for one last time, I just have to finagle with this game's awkward jumping to get up onto Stonehenge. And now we can ascend the Bone Staircase, which goes on for quite a while. Because I'm a total nerd, you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of the opening video to Kingdom Hearts 2 when they're walking up that staircase that's meant to represent Castle Oblivion. The things you think about. And yeah, as you can see, this goes on for a while, but we hit a stopping point and... oh dear. Well, this is making Ryu's journey much more inconvenient. Game over. Well, this is a terrible ending. Alright, so Ryu suddenly has the ability to create platforms from the earth that he can lift into the air and fly around, and he's just now deciding to use that because he has to. I could probably think of a couple situations where this ability might have been helpful, but I guess Ryu operates on a very need-to-use basis. This creature, it's not entirely obvious, this is the Holy Vigor Emperor. Yes, Emperor, in spite of the noticeable bosom, that is in fact a male creature. Maybe Itagaki was watching, or the art director was watching Cowboy Bebop recently and saw Jupiter Jazz. Anyway, we have got a new mechanic here. We can float around on this platform, and if we hold block, we can move vertically. If we get hit by those beams there, we get sent flying. What we want to do is we want to prep up a charge for Gleaming Blade, get in, and just release that as the lasers come out. That makes us invincible. We're able to move around freely while queuing up ultimate techniques, thankfully. So I'm going to set up another one, get right on the shoulder, wait for the beams to come, and go. And just try and move out of the way. And this should finish that one off. Alright, now we have to hit the chest section. This fight can be very difficult if you try to approach it just by doing combos. This is the preferred way to do it since we can abuse the invincibility on the ultimate techniques. The chest is a little bit tricky to hit with this. Let's get in right there. There we go. Ooh, this is where it gets hard to avoid. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah, these come at you in alternating patterns and are striking high and low. It'd be very easy to get hit by that. Yeah. Whoa, I did not get hit. Oh, jeez. Ah, spoke too soon. Alright, let's use up our elixirs of spiritual life here. If I can get through without any talismans of rebirth used, that would be sweet. Whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah, sometimes this just kind of comes up as you are getting back up. The Holy Vigor Emperor, aside from firing those lasers, can occasionally swipe at you with his arms, but that is not something he seems to be wanting to do, and I got confused there, so I got knocked off. I'm having some trouble hitting with Gleaming Blades, so we're just going to do standard combos. As you can see, these are much weaker, but they do well enough. Ooh, Ryu is angry. He was free of the curse for just a moment, but the Holy Vigor Emperor rose again as this weird skull demon, and now Ryu is blue once more. Going into this fight, we want to equip the explosive arrows, as well as we're going to be going through most of our projectiles here. Armlet of Sun, just to bring up our damage a little bit. Vigorian Flail, although I am unlikely to use it, and Art of Inazuma. Alternatively, this is another section where Art of the Fire Wheels is useful, but Inazuma is a lot safer, so we're just going to stick with that. Alright. So, what we do here is we throw the explosive arrows out at the skulls and try to hit multiple skulls. If we hit more than one skull at a time, we do extra damage to the Vigor Emperor here. Vigor Emperor throws out the skulls. This is where we start spamming Art of Inazuma just to take out these skulls. Eventually, the big skull up top will fly out at us. If we're throwing out Inazuma, we are safe. Alright, so yeah, you want to line these shots up so that you hit multiple skulls. And apparently I'm getting very impressive combos just by shooting arrows. Alright, we're out of explosive arrows. Next up we want to use the core arrows. Normally these are the superior arrows, of course, but in this situation the explosive arrows are better to start. Once we're out of these, we'll go to our standard arrows, and then of course we'll have to use our incendiary shurikens after that, since we'll have nothing else to throw. Also, if you can get in very close, you can hit some of these skulls with the Windmill Shuriken, but that is less than desirable to try. Alright, so that is the last of our Ninpo, but of course I've got plenty of Great Devil Elixirs in reserve, because we've been getting a lot of money this chapter. Let's just throw that out. And yeah, we still got some cores here, so let's keep hitting them with that. Now, occasionally, the Vigor Emperor at this point can jump onto the platform, and at that opportunity, it's a good chance to get in under them and start doing combos with Vigorian Flail. I don't know if they're going to do that. It's very random if they do it, and it's usually when they're low on health. For added damage with Inazuma, try to use it when you're close so it hits some of the skulls on the actual body. And yeah, this is basically the fight. Let's see, other interesting things I could note. Apparently the original Prima game guide was very confused about what was going on at this point in the game, because they identified the Holy Vigor Emperor in their previous form as Ultimate Alma, apparently missing the fact that Alma was cured of her fiend affliction earlier in the game. Early game guides, they could be quite hilariously wrong on certain things. I remember, speaking of Kingdom Hearts again, another way to trigger people on Kingdom Hearts message boards on GameFAQs was to call Descend Heartless Angel Sin Harvest. Yeah, boy. The good old days. But we're pretty much done here. We'll just throw on one more Great Devil Elixir. Use them if you got them, right? And let these guys come in. Oh. No, he's actually coming in. Alright, here's our chance to actually get some hits in. Let's just top our Ninpo off so we can get more points later. And this should... And that is Chapter 15 cleared, because I did 2 extremely long Fiend challenges. Of course, we spent 2 hours and 38 minutes on this, but hey, look at that sweet kill count, right? Most of that is from killing Ghostfish, of course. Master Ninja, as always when you complete Fiend challenges. Coming into Chapter 16, the final chapter, the Dark Dragon Blade. Ryu's mission is right at its end, and here is the final save point of the game. Actually, before I do that, I just want to get my equipment set up properly. We're going to equip the Plasma Saber Mark II, because why wouldn't we use a lightsaber? Shurikens, though it does not really matter. Gonna switch back to the Armlet of Celerity, and we're going to make our final checkpoint of the game. Now, the reason I'm getting myself set up before saving is because we're going to do something a little counterintuitive right here. Just for the sake of showing something off, we're going to kill ourselves repeatedly to get rid of those Talismans of Rebirth. Probably put myself near death just to make this work out as conveniently as possible. So yeah, we got 2 Talismans to burn through, and I'll probably just hurt myself a little bit so I can get nice and dead going into the next section. But yes, when you, I never really went over this in the caverns, but when you are in the magma, you take a huge amount of damage upon landing, and then you just tick for a lot of damage when you're just standing in it. So if you want to hurt yourself really quickly, just jump up and down. That might sound silly, but it is actually something you might want to do if you're trying to use the Unlabored Flawlessness. And that should be good enough to get me killed quickly in the upcoming battle. Why do I want to die in the upcoming battle? Just to show something, and then show something in Ninja Gaiden Sigma, of course. Alright, let's get up here. Got one last platforming challenge of the game, and it's a bit of a doozy your first time through, since it's not exactly clear where the game wants you to go. But let's get the Dark Dragon Blade here. Mission accomplished. We got our revenge. We got the blade. Of course, given the situation, Ryu would be kinda hosed at this point, and this would be very much a Pyrrhic victory. But fortunately, Rachel is here, and apparently that grappling mount on her wrist has a very, very long rope. So, we got final bit of platforming in the game to escape. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not sure if there's actually a time limit here or not. If I remember right, there definitely is a Ninja Gaiden Sigma. In Ninja Gaiden Black, if there is a time limit, you have a pretty generous one. I've gotten all the way to the end, fallen, had to come all the way back, and still made it before this cavern collapsed. Not sure if that's different on Master Ninja mode. I guess we'll see. I've been kind of lollygagging. Oop, come on, Ryu, get up. But yeah, so gotta jump here. It is very easy to kind of be unclear on what the game wants you to do going through this escape sequence, particularly right here. So we reach the end and we got a bit of a blind leap. Just jump down right here, you'll land on this platform, get over here. And when we run up to the precipice where Rachel is hanging out,
Ryu, I expected nothing less. However, the power of the Dark Dragon is wasted on you.
Don't you see? The Dark Dragon is now truly an evil blade. His Excellency, the Dark Disciple, has been waiting for this very moment.
You've done well, Gamoth.
Huh? Mirai,
Falcon is mine. No objections, I presume.
They gasped! The bad guy was Mirai the whole time! Remember Mirai from the beginning of the game? Haven't heard from him since Chapter 3, since he sent us that creepy letter? Yes, Mirai was the Dark Disciple the whole time. Note that Mirai is not the Vigor Emperor. A lot of people get very confused about this game's plot and sometimes misidentify him as the Vigor Emperor since he's the overarching bad guy of the game. That is not the case. He is an unrelated third party. Gamov is a double agent who is working for Mirai as the Dark Disciple and working alongside Vigor to get information on the Dark Dragon Blade. They leaked the information to the Vigor Emperor, they stole the Dark Dragon Blade, Mirai let Ryu do his thing and let the Dark Dragon Blade become evil and powerful, and that is the situation of the game. Anyway, we're just gonna let Mirai completely destroy me here. As you can see, he hits pretty hard, but this is actually a pretty easy fight. Why did I want to die here, though? I've been doing so well at avoiding death in the boss fights, just to show something off. So, we continue here, and of course we get sent back to the dragon statue that we made our save at. And this would mean that we have to grab the Dark Dragon Blade again and redo the escape sequence. But, there is a thing, a little convenience that the developers put in this game, so that could save you some frustration. So, we come to the Dark Dragon Blade as before, we grab it, now we start mashing the start button to skip the cutscene, and it skips the escape sequence and sends us right in the Mirai boss fight, so you don't have to redo the escape sequence again. Very nice that they included that for us. Anyways, Mirai, as you can see, he can throw out those guard-breaking shurikens, he can grab us like most bosses in this game. Let's see... That did not work out. I was hoping I could hit him with Gleaming Blade, because something really funny happens sometimes when he does that. Yes! Sometimes his AI gets really confused and he starts spinning around you like crazy, and it looks really funny. Anyway, I'm not too worried about death here, because of course we still got our Talismans of Rebirth. It'd be nice if I could do this without too much pain, but I actually did not practice this fight, because it was very easy to get here with a lot of supplies, so I'm just gonna do it however it goes. But yeah, as you can see, he actually has a pretty diverse attack pattern. Now, something that worked on him in Ninja Gaiden Vanilla that they actually removed, originally Mirai could actually very easily be beaten by using Flying Swallow on him. Let's try it in this game. Okay, that did not work. Apparently he has a counter for it now, and I want to see that. Oh, here comes his special attack. He flies away and creates a Dark Dragon. How fitting. Anyways, the dragon comes in, we just jump as it lands, set up Gleaming Blade, here he comes, we can hit him with that, get some really good damage going in. Now, let's try Flying Swallow. Okay, forget it, let's just kill this guy. Yeah, you can do that. He did not fall for that. And once again, here comes the dragon. This is why I had the Armlet of Celerity equipped. It's a very good opportunity to hit him with Dart or Gleaming Blade when he uses this. Ow. Committed to that a little too much. But yeah, otherwise, Azo Dragon into Helm Splitter is a pretty good way to deal with him. As you can see, I'm doing really terrible, but hey, who cares? We're gonna win the game, so what's it matter? Come on, do that thing. Yes! Ah, man, can't get what I want. Better use up my healing items. You know what? Let's use those rations and ration bundles, just for the sake of getting them out of the inventory. Say I use them. Yeah, this is actually going a lot worse than my practice run, but like I said, I did not practice this too much, so... This is actually a really easy final boss. I'm just playing this pretty poorly. Remember, better safe than sorry. Ooh, jeez.
it's over.
Alright, well, add ability to turn into a spirit falcon so he can fly home when his mission is done to the list of powers that Ryu just has now. Thank you, Itagaki. But yes, that was Ninja Gaiden Black, Master Ninja. I did awful on the Mirai fight, but then again, I wasn't taking it too seriously, so... But yeah, that's the game. Rachel went full Bond girl at the end there, and Ayane, once again, was just creeping on Ryu because she likes to do that. And that is the game. And of course, we've still got Eternal Legend to deal with, and we've got Ninja Gaiden Sigma to complete. But other than that, you can essentially consider this Let's Play done, although I will not be marking this video as the finale, of course. Overall, I had a blast making this. A lot more smoothly than I thought it would. I said this a couple videos ago, but I was expecting this to be something I was working on for half a year, because when I made my original Ninja Gaiden Sigma Let's Play, of course, I was just a teenager messing around in my bedroom, and I didn't really understand the game that much, and I was trying to get into actually recording with a legitimate capture card and all that stuff, and it was a long time before I actually finished it. I checked it, it was like, I started it in September of 2010 and finished in August of 2011, so yeah, that was probably my magnum opus and something I worked on a lot, although funnily enough, my abandoned Sigma 2 Let's Play has a lot more views in comparison. Funny the things people like. But yeah, I just had a lot of fun making this, and hey, we get to see the winners of the Master Ninja Tournament. That's cool. And I hope you enjoyed watching it. If you were playing this game yourself, I hope you learned a couple things about how to be a bit more effective with it. Just seeing all these people with 420 in their names. Mid-2000s user handles. Funny stuff. And here's round 2. And, what was my favorite part of playing this game? Honestly, probably once I got past the monastery and I started getting a better handle on the game, started getting a variety of items. Hey, I referenced Cowboy Bebop earlier, there he is in the credits. Probably the stretch from the aqueduct to the caverns was probably my favorite stretch of recording for this. Also, when I did good on boss fights like Alma, that was also pretty nice. Yeah, that's not too much else to say. Ninja Gaiden Black, still probably my favorite game in the Ninja Gaiden series, although I will admit I haven't fully played the original version of Ninja Gaiden 2. Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2 I liked a bit when I first played it, and then I played it more and more, and I started to like it less and less as I got to Master Ninja mode. I'm sure I'm not alone in that feeling. Here's Ryu being cool, redoing the pose he did in the intro video. And yeah, Ninja Gaiden Black. That was an excellent time for me playing, and I hope for you watching. And of course, like most great games, we'll have a post-credit scene coming up in a moment. And Ryu returns Kureha's Magatama for the first time of several times he does that in the series, and each time it gets taken again, it becomes more and more unceremonious. But yeah, for completing the game, we get to see our overall statistics. Clear time is 10 hours and 13, which is lower than I'm expecting. It's probably not counting game overs, unlike the save screen. Killed 4,476 creatures altogether, quite a few humans in that number. Our essence count is our ending essence count. Perhaps I should have capped that out just to look more impressive, and of course we get one more Nimpo bonus. I am Master Ninja. I feel good about myself. For completing Master Ninja mode, you get diddly squat. You unlock nothing. But, who cares? We've done everything in the game. Could play Arcade Ninja Gaiden, but I don't want to. I hear it's not a particularly great game. And, of course, there is one last thing we have to do in this Let's Play. We're not going to do much with mission mode, because it's very tedious and boring, and it's not very fun to watch, in my opinion. But we are, of course, going to do the special bonus mission at the end, Eternal Legend. So I hope you look forward to seeing that. Until next time, goodbye.